Ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? Well, here's your sign. You don't need fancy equipment, a big following, or a perfect plan. You just need to start, and here's why. And so, for the first point that I want to talk about was that it helps to improve your confidence, and especially somebody who, if you watch all of my content, I do lifestyle content, so I've recorded in the gym, on the plane, in airports, in Jamaica, Chicago, and on my college campus. Like, there's really no way you could be shy and be a vlogger. Like, I just feel like it's almost impossible. You have to record in public. People are going to see you. People are going to stare. People are going to ask about it. It's like it's almost unavoidable. And then one thing about me, if you watch my content or if you're not, one of my favorite things to do in like my vlogs is to kind of do like the music segment, or kind of like, with me, I call it like a montage of like different clips. I'll do a close-up clip, far away clip. I don't really do like cinematic stuff. I just kind of try to do, different clips, different angles, and different music. And, but with those clips, I gotta, I physically have to get up in real time. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see the aesthetic. But on my side, I have to get up. I have to move it here, move it there, move it this way. I'll be having my attachment lens so it looks big. So it's kind of, like I said, unavoidable. I have my mic, my phone, tripod, so you definitely have to be confident in yourself if you want to record in public. So definitely having a YouTube channel will do that. Another thing I put on here was finding your voice, because of the fact that it's kind of like strangers online that you're talking to. You are definitely going to find your voice in whatever you're talking about, whatever topic you're doing, or, say if you're exploring, you're vlogging, you'll find your voice within that. And then another thing that I put on here was it just helps you put yourself out there. Like I said, especially if you're somebody, I'm not really shy. I feel like you guys could tell I'm very outgoing, talkative, social. But if you are shy, if you do have like social anxiety or just like anxiety in general, starting a YouTube channel will definitely help you, just get out there, putting yourself out there. It'll help you be, more comfortable talking with people, because even though you guys aren't responding, when you guys comment, it does feel like you guys are talking to me. So say if you were talking about say if you're just talking about how you struggle with social anxiety, that was your first video, and say you blow up, that goes viral, you get a lot of views, a lot of people in there will comment, and then they will just be like, oh, I connect with this, I connect with that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you're still able to like communicate, you're just not getting like a response back, but you're still communicating. So yeah, definitely starting a YouTube channel, you got to be confident. You got to be confident when you vlog. You got to be confident even if it's just to sit down, because I don't know. I feel like you guys could, even though you guys can't respond, I feel like you guys could feel my, push, my passion, my drive. But if I was like, yeah, you guys, not making eye contact, looking around, like, it wouldn't sound like I'm in it. And even with vlogging, I've just learned that like you guys can tell when like I'm trying to vlog shy, the camera will be low, the angle is here, or the clip is just short. Like you could tell like I was trying to get the clip and be done. So, but yeah, that was definitely for my first thing. You cannot be shy when you start a YouTube channel. You got to put yourself out there. You got to be confident, and that's what I want to say for number one. And I kind of hinted on this in the second one. We're talking about comments, but for number two, I want to talk about opportunity for community. And especially when you are talking about something that you're passionate about, or maybe you're the only one in your family that has an interest in it, or you're the only one in your friend group that has an interest in it, you can build a community around that. Like, not too many people in my family really know about like YouTube entrepreneurship, like that kind of stuff. And even my friends, it's like none of my, I only have like one friend, like one or a couple of friends here that do YouTube, but like in my main friend group, like none of them like do YouTube or nothing. So it's like they wouldn't really get it. But if I'm making a video like this where it could be potential new creators or just entrepreneurships in general, you guys can be able to watch this, then we can communicate, comment back and forth. So it's like I can build my community around that. One, when I was researching, just different things on how to do this video and watching some other people, I literally ran across a lady where I've never seen it, and I've been on YouTube forever, but she had a whole channel full of jewelry. Like that was her niche. She was talking about how to do like clay jewelry, different jewelry with different materials. And she had like, I don't know if she had a mill, but she had like 700, 800K on there. And I'm like, but that's her community. Everybody that is into DIYs, do it yourself, little arts and crafts, little stuff, they probably love her. And but that's the thing, that was her community. She might have not have had friends or family members that cared about jewelry, or I don't know if she gets it from somewhere. I just saw her channel, but it was the fact that, like I said, she had 800K on there. When I was just scrolling down, she had like 100, 200K views. So hey, people are interested, they're engaging, they're interacting. So that shows, her community. Another thing where, oh yeah, I put like a center for interest. Like if you're just interested in anything, think about all like the fitness content creators, like their main core is fitness, or just helping, people eat better, people have a better lifestyle, people working out better, doing better cardio, doing workouts correctly. Like that's their whole niche. But there's a whole community in weightlifting, powerlifting, bodybuilding. Like there's a whole community for that. So you got to think, if you're going to join that community and make posts or YouTube videos about it, you're gaining a whole community. Even think about gaming. Think about streams. When people stream games, like they're inviting the whole gaming community to watch them. So that's what I mean by like a center for community. Another thing I was like, like-minded individuals. Everybody that is into fitness is going to watch you. Everybody that is into games is going to watch you. Even think about the fashion space. I know all of like the New York influencers, they all like know each other because they live in New York and they all do fashion. But just think about that, like they're around everybody else who loves fashion, who wants to create fashion and do things within fashion. And so that was just kind of what I was saying, like I said, for number two, and having the ideas of building a community. And let's move on to number three. I feel like I say this in all the videos, but this one also relates to number two, but I just put allows room for creativity. So even, like I said, with the community, you're just allowed to be able to be creative in a whole nother space. I feel like years ago, or probably 20 or 30 years ago, no one probably thought people would be uploading videos on YouTube, and look at where we are now. So, but just think about like TikTok, the cool things you've seen on TikTok, Reels, Instagram, pictures, YouTube Shorts, like all these things just give people a creative space to do whatever they want. I've seen people cook on YouTube. You see people do IRL streams. You see people do gaming. You see people do sit down talks. I know people talk about Christianity on here. I remember when I think I had looked something up about Ramadan, there's Muslim creators out there. Like there's just so many spaces to where you can just be creative. And, like I said, if you're gaming, you could play whatever games you want. I've seen people do the cute little games like Animal Crossing, then there's Pokemon, there's Batman, Street Fighter, Marvel Rivals. Like there's just so many spaces that you can do, even fashion. There's people who make all their clothes from scratch. There's people that yarn. Like you could just post all these things and be creative, because that's the thing. I feel like, say if you wanted to do something specifically in college and high school, like I said, there's not a club and there's not people around you. You might sometimes feel as though you're like the outcast, or that you're weird, but it's the fact that it's like you're in that new space with all these new viewers' eyes. They're commenting, they're engaging. Now you can be creative. Like I'll do YouTube specifically. I know a lot of people treat YouTube like it's an art. There's people that do short films on here. People do long movies. Y'all see me in my vlogs be an hour, so I'll be trying to be aesthetic. There's people that do cinematic type vlogs, cinematic type workouts, cinematic day in the lives, week in the life. So you can literally be creative, and it's like nobody will judge you. There's times where I've literally watched people on here and they'll do, like I've watched like the wildlife creators. I've watched people feed like rats to the lizards. Like, yes, I've literally subscribed. Like it was like a year ago or two when I was like in high school. I literally was subscribed to a chiropractor doctor. So I'm talking about, he had like 1 million followers. I think his name was like Dr. Joseph, and he would just crack people's back. And I just used to watch it, but people would be engaging into that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you can literally post anything on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, like whatever it is, and it's like you'll really get judged, because like you might get judged by your peers, but at the end of the day, your community you'll find your community and gain one, and then they'll just love what you post. And then, like I said, art form, you could do things lifestyle, gym. There's makeup creators, there's hair creators, there's film creators, fashion. Like you can literally do whatever you want, and that's what I would just say for number three. So this might be the only one that's completely different, but for number four, I want to say you're able to capture memories. And the little things I put was like visually, you're able to see your growth. So like I would do like, say if you're like a fitness creator, you might have been bigger or plus size, or you just might have gained a lot of weight years ago, but you might have just filmed and documented your fitness journey all throughout the years. And now you have the body that you want, but now you can, you're able to go back, you're able to see, how much you lost, how much muscle you gained. Like I know a lot of people treat their YouTube channels as like a visual diary, so they're able to go back and see all the things they've documented, all the things that they said. I mean, you could just see so many things. I mean, even I feel like you guys could go back to my first video up to now and kind of, I mean, I've always been more, because I only did it when I was like 19 or 20, but it's like I feel like you guys are able to see the growth, or just the, I don't know, like the maturity, or even if you like didn't know me or you're like one of my old friends, I feel like if you just started watching my YouTube channel and we were friends back in the day, like you can tell the maturity, like you can tell I done grown up, been grown. So you're able to see that. And just like I said, you're able to really see your growth. You can really see your change, even if it's not like physically, say if it's, YouTubely. I feel like you guys can tell the very difference between my first ever sit down and my sit down now. Like there's no way. The quality, the angles, the lighting, the mic, the audio, like you can see the change. Even when it comes to like my first vlog and to my last recent vlog, or the other one that will probably post it after this, all three of them, you can tell the complete difference. Like you could just tell. And so, but yeah, you can just tell with a lot of stuff. Like I know some people document they're like track and field athletes. Like I use like Masai. I watched her videos when she was in college, and it's like she could literally go back and look at the time she ran freshman year compared to senior year, or the time she ran at SECs to NCAA's. Like she's able to see that because she documented it. And you could do so much. Like I remember watching one of my friends. She was recording her videos at my old high school, and so while I was watching her, I'm able to see her graduation, her prom. So you're just really able to like just see so much and just document so much. And I would say, especially for me, somebody who like sometimes will struggle with like discipline or motivation, you might not really think you're growing or changing or having the results that you want right then and there, because you just might not see it. But then if you were able to go back, like I said, in older videos, and really see like, wow, I remember when I couldn't do this much set, or I couldn't run this fast, or my edits got better. You could just see so much. And so that's how you can really see your growth. And yeah, that's what I'm to say for number 4. And so for number 5, this is probably the most understandable one, but it can just open so many unexpected doors. And with YouTube, I'm not there yet, but one day we're gonna get monetized. Okay, y'all better. I need y'all to subscribe. Go in and open up that little thing on the bottom. Then the description. I need y'all to go through that storefront, buy something, the Amazon storefront, so I get some affiliate. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you ain't like, comment, subscribe, what you doing? I know y'all see that little animation. Make sure y'all focus now, lock in. But one day, like I said, you can monetize your content. You can get brand deals. You can get passive income. Because that's one thing I have to remind myself with this, is the idea of passive income. Like I might post all these videos, and right now people not might be watching, but in a year or two, when say I blow up, everybody subscribes, they can watch all these other videos. And if those videos aren't copyright and there's nothing wrong with it, you could be making money on all these videos. So you just got to make sure you post, be consistent, um, collabs, partnerships, brand deals. Like I always tell people this, like you realize some of the products that you buy every single day, some people get shipped to them for free. Like imagine that the skincare you use every day. Imagine you get a bulk supply every month because you're in a partnership with Neutrogena or CeraVe. Imagine that. Like if you're a girl, imagine you got sent a wig. Like you realize that. I remember asking one of my friends how much wigs cost. Y'all know wigs be high. Imagine you get sent a wig. You know how to put it on yourself. You know how to install it. And then all you have to do is post one or two TikToks and you're getting paid for that wig. So you have a free wig and you're getting paid to do the promo. What? Or like I be watching like AMP and all of them. And I think they're sponsored by like Bang, because they'll have it like on the streams and stuff. So imagine, right? You are already going to need an energy drink for your streams. Now you're sponsored. So now they making money off of you for, posting, oh, I use Bang on this stream. Are you getting sent that? Imagine that. Like even with just like the athletes, Nike, Adidas track athletes, like they're already good at running. They're getting paid to run and be good, and they're just gonna send you clothes and spikes. And it's like, if you really sit back and think about the amount of money you spend on groceries, hair, I mean, anything, and imagine that being discounted or sent to you free. Or brand deals. Like I was just watching Jada Bunny, her vlog. Puma, it was a Fenty and Puma collab. They didn't send her out. I'm talking about booked. I think that whatever hotel and suite there was, I'm talking about, it's already booked. She decided that she got to post content. So just imagine that. Imagine you getting flown out to somewhere you love. You was already going to be there one day, and it's for a brand. And you use that brand. You love that brand. You know what I mean? So, but those are just the many things I think of. Like I said, one day we're gonna really make it there. Like I said, we're gonna clip this and we're gonna look back. But YouTube can open so many doors. Something I didn't write on here, but I just thought about network. You know, if you are a big YouTuber, you can get a connections with a lot of people. You never know, you know, where your connections lead to. Even here in college, I would say your network is your net worth. So depending on who you know could get you anywhere, can get you any doors. If you want to get into acting, social media can put you in them spaces. You wanted to get into fashion, social media can put you in there. You want to get into makeup, hair, wigs, social media can put you in those spaces. So, and yeah, that's what I want to say for number 5. And yeah, so we finally had made it into this video. Those were all my tips about, you know, why you should start a YouTube channel, why you should get into it. You know, don't be scared. Put yourself out there, get that confident. You never know. You might make thousands and billions of dollars from this. Think about Mr. Beast. You could be the next Mr. Beast, but you got to believe yourself. You got to pray. You got to push. You got to be consistent. What's stopping us? We got all the time in the world. So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I literally came up with this yesterday. So, hope it was good. I feel like I filmed it so fast. How long is it? I feel like in real time, it feels like it was 5 minutes, but we gonna see when I edit it. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want me to talk about anything else or, you know, suggest any more topics. If you guys are looking for any more video, if you guys enjoyed these type of videos and you want to subscribe, I want you, please. Road to 600. And if you need any more videos like this, go down to my description. I have a full playlist of all these type of videos, or there will be is it an ad card or an iCard? It will be a card or a click. It will be here or be in the description. Make sure you click, interact, engage. Okay, help your boy out. But yeah, so that's it. I don't want to intro too long. 2 good vlogs are coming on the way because I know these have been back-to-back sit-downs, and y'all really don't be engaged with the sit-downs, but I'm gonna post them so I can be consistent. Get my 4 vlogs, 4 videos. You know, you feel me? Yeah. So, but which one of them? I mean, you subscribe. Stop being a hater. Stop being weird. And get me 600 so we can blow up. I'm trying to be a favorite influencer, but y'all holding me back. I'm just playing. So, but yeah, let me stop yapping. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. We're to 600 subs, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.